YouTube, wanna hear another video? We got another banger today. Hey man, we got NBA greats explain what made Larry Bird a legend. Not gonna lie, Larry Bird is one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? He's in my top 10 list, bro. Top 10. We go just leave it at that. I don't know where, but he's in there somewhere. But you know, before we get into this, make sure y'all subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Comment and like the video. And I know y'all ready to watch it as much as I am, so let's get into it.
Of skill, grace, and technical mastery.
Let me turn this up.
Young fans and the media alike have become obsessed with raw athleticism and perceived physical superiority, as they have thirsted over players in this generation with eye-popping physical measurables, even creating the so-called plumber narrative to denigrate players of past generations and eras.
This trio right here, never be forgotten. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, well, you know, he was being guarded by plumbers and firemen.
This is all despite basketball.
Wait, what? Larry Bird was being guarded by who? Hey JJ, bro. I understand you was in the NBA, bro. You was in the NBA around a good time, not gonna lie. But like, we can't disrespect my boy. Plumbers and firefighters is crazy.
Continuing to be dominated by technically sound, skillful players, with guys like Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan combining to win 10 championships over a 15-year span through the late 90s and 2000s. Steph Curry winning 4 championships in an 8-year span in the 2010s, and Nikola Jokic now taking over the basketball world, winning back-to-back league MVP.
Yeah, this guy, hey, I know it's about Larry Bird, but bro right here, he's gonna be top 10 by the time he retires. Guaranteed. Top 5. Bro, y'all see the stats and the numbers he putting up now? Never seen before. And he's winning, man. I should do some more videos on him, bro. This guy right here is crazy.
Before dominating these most recent playoffs, winning the NBA championship and Finals MVP. Meanwhile, Luka Doncic, at just 24 years of age, has amassed career averages of nearly 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists per game, as he has been named to 4 consecutive All-NBA first-team selections. Make no mistake, skill, mentality, and will translate to every era, and one of the most skillful players in league history was the one who dominated the decade of the 1980s, a decade which boasted legendary players such as Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Charles Barkley, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Dominique Wilkins, and Michael Jordan. But many of the greats would have you know that Larry Bird still stands shoulder to shoulder with any player who has ever laced them up.
Not Jordan. I ain't mean to cut the video off. Y'all be saying I be talking a little too much, but not Jordan. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, he got Jordan. He got him. He got him in his early days. But like, bro, if Larry Bird was playing against Jordan in the 90s, bro, y'all wouldn't have been, bro. The conversation would be different. Man.
This dude can play. Okay. You know, this guy, I think he was born to play basketball. Seeing him come in and making the adjustment early, taking a team that had won 20 games the year before, and you know, the next year, I mean, you know, they're 40 plus, and the next year they're 60 plus.
Well, Bird was one of the greatest shooters, champions, competitors to ever play in our game.
So we playing
and that's Isaiah Thomas saying it though. Y'all know how the bad boys got. They ain't like nobody.
In the last play, he says to James Worthy, he said, "You guys don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna go right over at that corner." He said, "They're gonna set a screen for me. We're taking the ball out." He said, "I'm gonna curl right over," and he's telling us to play. He's telling us to play before they even take it out. He said, "I'm gonna go right over to that corner and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna shoot it, and I'm gonna tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be." Take the ball out, man curl right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3, game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me? This man is
one of a kind. Why would I even tell my opposing team what I'm gonna do? Knowing that I may get the ball. See, now that's where they messed up at. you know Larry Bird is probably their first option, their first, second, third, fourth, and fifth option to get the ball in first. Why are y'all focused on everybody else? That's ridiculous to me. That's crazy.
Great. He can.
Oh.
Whatever you were saying for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
That's my first time hearing Patrick talk. I ain't heard Patrick talk in so long, but for him to say that too, that's nice. That lets you know what type of player he is.
Give the edge to Bird. I mean, he can get his own shot off. He can get his teammates. Basically, what Magic did, he was able to do, plus be an offensive threat all the way out to the three-point line. That's an incredible asset. But Bird, that outside three, and they were both high IQ guys, but I got to give the edge to Bird.
Larry Bird.
But Magic ain't had that shot, though, like Larry Bird. Nowhere near. Was Magic Johnson defense pretty good, though? Like, did he play better defense than Larry Bird or no? I don't think so. Just based off all the videos I've seen, I didn't really see too many defensive clips from Magic Johnson. But I knew he was an offensive threat, though, for sure.
Can really, really play basketball, and he can play with any group of people. It doesn't matter if you're black, you're white, whatever, because he's so smart at the game. Larry Bird was the smartest player I played against.
Like he was he was a savant on the court. Like just a savant, like 2 plays ahead on everything.
Shit, wait, you could tell. You could tell he's a high IQ player just by the way he moving. He not the fastest on the court, and he's still getting points and buckets. Imagine coming off a pick and roll, moving like a turtle and still scoring. He's open too. Like most of these players he's going against is faster than Larry Bird, bro, and they're nowhere to be found. Like, even if they were in his face, he was going to shoot in your face and probably let you know that.
And so I was just talking about this maybe 3 or 4 days ago, how hard it was to go into Boston and beat a team when Bird was in his prime.
But when I had a chance to play against Larry Bird, and there's only, I can count on one hand the type of guys like him that you had to be totally focused in on. If you didn't, he would embarrass you.
If you're still not convinced, look no further than the book When the Game Was Ours. In it, Michael Jordan discusses where he personally ranks Larry Bird all time.
Oh yeah.
Ranking him as the greatest forward of all time, whether that is designating him as a small forward or a power forward. It is not surprising that Jordan, who many rank as the undisputed GOAT, is so high on Larry Legend, seeing as how Michael Jordan had just an 11-23 record in 34 career games head-to-head against Larry Bird. For some reason in this era, the most notable traits and attributes...
I'm not gonna lie, he might be the best small forward. In that position, he might have it as of right now. I don't know, LeBron. I don't know. Y'all keep saying there's no comparison to Larry Bird and LeBron, but I still think so. Now, KD, on the other hand, I feel like he need more on his resume for me to actually conversate with him and Larry Bird. But as far as being the best small forward, he probably got it. He for sure probably got it.
Of basketball players has become their size, speed, and vertical leap. But when you look back throughout the annals of NBA history, all the way up to present day, it's pretty undeniable that skill and will always win out over physical prowess. And there was perhaps no greater combination of those elements than Larry Bird, which is why his peers and even great players in the modern eras still think so highly of him.
Like, he can get anywhere he wants to be and shoot over smaller players, and he was one of the most crafty players the game has ever seen. So I think his game translates to any time period.
For young guys that don't know.
Yeah, it does. It does. Honestly, it does. It does. Any time period. If he played in the 60s, he would have killed him. 70s, he would have killed him. He killed the 80s. The 90s, like I told you, bro, that was Jordan era, bro. I don't know if he would have won too many games in that era, but he still would have been good. And today's game, bro, we already discussed this over. We discussed this. We've been commenting it up on this one, bro. He would have been on Luka type of time. I'm not gonna lie. He would have been averaging probably 40, 10, and 10. Crazy work.
You know, they think of Larry Bird as a jump shooter, but he was so much more than that. He was a passer. He averaged double-digit rebounds. He defended, he took charges, and
he took everything.
You know, he's a straight-up complete basketball player.
Hell yeah! Somebody texted me after the game and showed me a screenshot, and I was giddy like a little kid. I mean, grew up watching Larry Bird, and he grew up kind of knowing the legend of Larry Legend, and you know, so to be amongst the greats. That's all you really want to do. That's a great accomplishment.
Larry Bird dominated stretches of the 1980s, and it's a pretty reasonable bet he would be able to dominate any era in basketball history.
Facts.
I'm very fortunate I've been able to go the full circle.
Facts. Even KD and LeBron talking about it. Facts.
And it's been nothing but a learning experience, and I've been very grateful to the NBA for everything that they've done for me. You know, playing, having the ball in your hands and getting yourself mentally prepared for each game, that was the ultimate. Yeah. A lot of fun.
A lot of fun for Larry the Legend, man. How y'all feel about Larry Legend from this point on? You feel me? I've been doing a lot of Larry Bird on my videos. I mean, my channel. Lot of Larry Bird, bro. So ask me anything. We can talk about anything in the comment section. But honestly, what stood out to me was Patrick. Like I said, I ain't heard Patrick talk about Larry Bird ever. And I know he was around that era too. So, and he was a good defensive player. Feel me? I seen some of his highlights, and he was like, he seemed a lot aggressive. Like he was gonna punch you if you come in his paint. But for him to speak on it, it was nice to see. I seen Jay Williams, some new cat like LeBron, KD, new generation. They still speaking on Larry Bird highly. So I gotta tell y'all something, bro. He's a real life GOAT. But if y'all enjoyed the video as much as I did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Comment what y'all want to see. And we on to the next one.